Yeah, some big nerfs and buffs just landed in Marvel Snap. Stuff like Fenris Wolf, Cannonball, Fantasticar, and Juggernaut all catching nerfs, which, thank God, I was so sick of all of those. Some dreams indeed do come true. But somehow, still yet, my favorite change in this patch is Nightmare getting a little buff. This guy went from -1 power up to 1 power. So a +2 change here, which, you know, anytime you see these power buffs, it really doesn't sound like much. But even in this video, you're going to see how that can make a difference, how that can actually win you games. Because 2 power at the end of the day can be the difference between winning and losing. It's also got some implications around things like priority sometimes, which can matter, because if this like flips a spot 1 to 0 and then you go into the next turn with priority, depending on what Nightmare rolls you, that can actually be advantageous. So you know, not the biggest buff ever, but still perhaps impactful, and if nothing else, just a good excuse to revisit this card because he's so freaking fun. I really think this is one of my favorite cards in Marvel Snap, and really nobody was playing it. I looked at the untapped data. There were very few decks. And the decks I did see, I think, go too heavy and too expensive. I think Nightmare is actually best when you're running a nice low-cost card package with a lot of little stuff that can actually catch Nightmare buffs and still be really big, impactful plays, like playing 2/6s with upside. You know, this turning into a Star-Lord, that's kind of amazing sometimes. Ebony Maw turning into a Rocket Raccoon, right, could be kind of amazing. So not only are you freeing up these cards from their downside, but you're also getting those nice upsides, and it's much easier to distribute power evenly sometimes and just surprise opponents with lots of little stuff as opposed to just being totally locked in on a big Red Skull into a big Infinite, which, don't get me wrong, that can also be great. Sometimes they just, you know, this is Iron Man and this is Doctor Doom, and you're just like, okay, sure, like, let's do that. But sometimes you need to weave in these smaller cards as well just to fill things in. So lowering the curve a little bit has really worked well for me with this list. I actually had a 9-4 run with this deck today, up 12 cubes. That's a nice 69% win rate, which I think is a good sign, man. I think if you play this list a little lower to the ground, and I'm not telling you this is the perfect build necessarily, this could probably still have some refinements or tweaks or whatever, but I think this has a lot of potential, and I think it's also just one of the most fun decks in Marvel Snap, because every game goes a little differently. It's always nice to see what your Nightmare is going to unlock and what cool plays can exist, even if sometimes your Red Skull turns into a Hobgoblin. But nonetheless, pretty promising deck for me today. A decent little change here to Nightmare, and a very good excuse to revisit one of the most fun cards and decks in all of Marvel Snap, as I think you're about to see. If you turn one eye snap, I always snaps. Okay. Seems like we're getting baited into it, so let's go. Let's lean in. If you turn one snap, I always snaps, it says. Lies! Lies detected in front of millions! Ah, there it is. They do it now. Okay. Hey, yeah, there we go. No, well, it kind of lies, but I guess it doesn't say I always snap on turn 1. It just says I always snap. So no lies detected. Never mind. They were truthful. Nico is pretty crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's do Nightmare. Oh, no, Nightmare Right. That's our best target for sure. And we kind of get to know what we're dealing with ahead of time, too. This is a big old 8-cuber, guys. I actually have a pretty great cube rate right now, I think. I've been winning a lot. Hopefully this doesn't screw us. Going for 8 and losing. A fun one. Demon Angel. Okay. Hobgoblin. Orca's pretty good, but Hobgoblin, on the other hand, is not. Is this a oh, dude. Brood is completely insane, though. Brood is completely insane, though. Are you kidding me? Brood is completely insane. I can even put the 0 in here, too, to fill this and get +3 energy. Infinite is an Eson, which doesn't really do a lot, but it's just big. I have a War Machine that could have done stuff anyway, I guess. Starbrand is completely insane, dude. Like, actually just giga busted. I can't believe how good that is. Like, you know, makes up for the Red Skull being hot garbage, honestly. I guess you just go War Machine and... Do they have a Shang-Chi in their deck? I mean, they're like a destroy deck, kind of, so far. Like, I don't think they have Shang-Chi, do they? maybe you just only like +5 here. In a weird way, like I actually trust Orca to hold it down. You know what I mean? You could also technically Red Skull. Isan has nothing, of course. Opponent is potentially just gonna pull a giant card mid for me as well. I don't know, dude. This is like kind of risky left, but I think it's fine. Like you could almost Red Skull left if you expect them to be full, right? Like deny the Hobgoblin because their board is full. That's one option. Oh, the early Morgan. They basically lose their Morgan upside here. Nice, dude. We gotta be fine now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, but they did fit. Well, they're probably not going to be full for long, right? Well, they filled mid, though. Yeah, so we can just put Infinite mid, I guess, and presumably this holds always, right? Like, surely. Yeah, okay, nice. Oh, maybe we really should have just done Red Skull left. Like, it was risky left, too, because we don't know for sure they're going to eat this turn. But you kind of expect, since we had priority, that you know, usually they play a card there to eat that now instead of later. I don't know. Debatable. Worked out anyway. And the snap worked out too. What do you know? Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Martyr on 1. Let's wait, right? We want to hit a good Nightmare potentially. Martyr and Lizard are such great hits for Nightmare. I'll be pretty tempted to play Lizard on 2, I guess, but depends on what I draw. Play a Sauron ahead of it, and if I draw a Nightmare, I might wait. Yeah, with Maximus in there as well. Yeah, let's just play the Lizard on 2. Spider-Ham gone. I actually would have loved for them to play a Spider-Ham. That's great against my deck. Play all the Spider-Hams you've ever dreamed of, please. 0. I mean, this is a cool little buff left, you know? Like, pretty big Maximus, 9 power Maximus or whatever. Okay, I mean, Lizard, hopefully between New York, we can kind of like dodge and make Lizard good. Agatha's gone. They got a giant dude. Perfect curve for the opponent. Oh, well, no, they hit this on 3, actually. Not perfect, but good enough anyway. Yeah, dude, I'm 3 games deep. I haven't seen either Sauron or Nightmare. I'm dying out here, man. Give me my fun cards. I would play a Nightmare on 5, by the way, still. Like, this would be an insane turn 6 still. Called it. Called it. Called it. Ah, yeah, dude, called it. I'm so excited. Yeah, no, nice. This is good enough. Like, if we draw Sauron, that's a free bonus we can curve in. Dude, those suck, though. And Black Bolt just got rid of one of them. Wow, those suck. We actually, dude, I am calling everything. I mean, like, technically, Starbrand is... Like, technically, he's fine, I guess. You just have no idea where the opponent's points are going, you know? Which way does Iron Fist move? Left, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think we're in trouble. They got a lot of power here, right? Oh, they did go all mid, though. Oh, my goodness. They didn't go right at all. Oh, my God. Maybe we're okay, then. Are we even beating Ghost Rider here? I think probably right. Yeah. 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 Nice, dude. Nice, dude. The Maximus buff literally made the difference, by the way. Oh, imagine if they'd had one more card here and the cube shut out the Ghost Rider. Oh, that would have been insane. Oh, by the way, I just realized the Nightmare buff won that game. He's 2 points bigger, and that's how we won. I just saw it. Nightmare buff actually made the difference. Hey, Sauron's perfect. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I don't mind Sauron going left because you do sometimes want a little, like a couple small guys in there. Just, you know, you don't need all big guys there forever. Small guy can like compete against Shang-Chi or something, for instance. Yeah, same. Lizard does get you in Shang-Chi range, but same kind of story, I think. That's fine. Alternatively, we could go 0 now to get Starbrand hit, but I'm going to draw that Nightmare off the top every time. I know it. I know it. Or I'm going to draw Martyr or Maximus to make the 0 better. Opponent gets to keep a 0 here, which usually that's a little hard for them to use, maybe. Oh, what do I tell you? I'm a genius. Nightmare isn't the best hand, but boy, Infinite and Starbrand can both have some insane high rolls. This could be Brood, and this could be I don't even know what's the best. Gore, Blob. What's a honestly like even a Doctor Doom would be pretty sick. I'm trying to think about like the best 6-drop hit. What is it? leader. Galactus actually could be insane. It's Apocalypse. That's not good. Marvel Boy does actually at least do something. Yeah, I mean, sure. I could finish this next turn and still be fairly competitive. Like, you know, it's not, we're not like overcommitted on it, I guess. Scratch, Marvel Boy. Yeah, we're buffing 2 things of this Marvel Boy. That's not crazy bad, actually. We just go Typhoid Mary right next turn, unless we draw a Red Skull, and then we'll go Red Skull right, and then you finish like Infinite mid, maybe? And then hopefully your 6-drop goes left, or vice versa, whichever makes more sense. Actually, this Martyr's not really going to have anywhere to move. We're probably going to fill out really easily. In fact, maybe she goes here for that reason. So that either way she's buff, like moving might just always win regardless kind of thing. Now, they can definitely fill this, because they're going to have a 0-cost card from Anti-Venom and whatever they would normally play. The question is, if they do fill it, is it going to beat, you know, the power output we have with a 0 power thing from Venom? You don't expect it to, right? You don't expect it to ever be 25 like that. Unless it's exactly Iron Man, maybe. Frigga, Victoria. These are all base cards, though, right now. Don't be Iron Man. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so right looks good. Left certainly looks also very secure right now. Dude, this Star Brand is chipping in. Let's go. I mean, don't you just maybe do this, I guess? We do have priority, so theirs would be doubled and mine wouldn't, but I have such a big lead. And a lot of their power is trying to come from ongoing effects anyway. Like, surely this is just fine, I think. Kind of Shang-Chi safe as well, because they can't Shang-Chi 3 spots, can they? I don't know. We get a Kahori. Oh, sure. We get one power. Oh, God, dude. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap, dude. Thankfully, Kahori is way too small. They went super big left. Yeah, I like the way we played this fine. Like, whatever we forced out of them, right, was going to make their life hard. How did their blob have so much freaking power? What did it eat? Esme? Oh, Shang-Chi. Yeah, it caught a Gilgamesh late. That's why. It already had 9 and then got another 9. So, yeah, that definitely helped. Then, of course, Victoria Kahori on top. Catching that 9 late instead of first made a big difference for that power, probably. Hey, I love the hand. Even a 3/6 Maximus, probably not terrible when you consider Nightmare. Ooh. Nexus could be good for us too. Let's go, dude. Really, really interesting stuff to do here. From a cost standpoint, I guess not perfect. Nightmare definitely wants to go out of Nexus though, right? I'm sure, but we need Starbrand to hit Cosmo. So I don't have to worry about Shang-Chi, right? Oh, Infinite's so sick too though. We definitely want to get rid of that, I guess, right? Miles, Wolfsbane. Oh, Heimdall, bro. Heimdall's sick. Oh my god, dude, there's so many cool things happening here. White Widow's kind of cool. Miles plus Heimdall doesn't really, that's not gonna make any sense from a cost standpoint. 0, I mean, Wolfsbane, you don't want to, like, okay. I just gotta think about my curve here, right? Like, White Widow basically does nothing. I guess you're just playing Typhoid Mary into maybe 0 Crossbones, I guess. Maybe Wolfsbane's better, but you don't want to 0 that, so I'd want to find like a Martyr or an Ebony Maw or something to go with it. Lizard, maybe. Invisible Woman OG, huh? Oh, by the way, I'm so stupid. I meant to play this right. I forgot I'm potentially Heimdalling. I can Heimdall this turn. I forgot we have Ice Cube Energy. What is that Invisible Woman about, dog? Is this what we do? Just Heimdall here? This kind of helps you dodge Shang-Chi a little bit, maybe? Well, probably not, because we're going to have priority. He'd still hit the Heimdall plus the Typhoid Mary. You'd only have 16 rolling in, or I guess 18. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe this messes up an Invisible Woman, but it also kind of feels like maybe they don't care about this. I don't know if this is real or not. Like, is this just a random... Oh, they ripped the Shang-Chi early! Okay, well, now we're happier again. I guess I want both of those in, right? So maybe 0 just goes left. Maybe 0 goes right. They did get priority in that case, so this should be fine, right? Like, just bring over a chill 16, or actually no more than that. It's sewer system. I mean, surely this holds, right? What could this be? Cosmic Ghost Rider, we don't care at all, bro. We don't care. Heimdall sealing the deal. Let's go. I actually, like, I dodged the Shang-Chi by playing right and then Heimdalling them over, dude. Like, it actually is good I didn't play the Typhoid Mary there. Like, I kind of baited out the Shang-Chi accidentally by accidentally playing the Typhoid Mary mid, right? Pretty crazy, like, accidental hits. Ebony Maw, we're definitely sitting on. Need a Nightmare for that. Dude, Nightmare is like my favorite card in the game, maybe, I think. I really like it a lot. It just makes every game different. I get to play big dumb stats like this. It's just so fun. Put in a snapped on Convertage, which, boy, this hand, you should retreat if you're playing this game. I'm a bad man, I don't care. You should definitely retreat though, because there is absolutely no reason we have a chance to win this game. Like, unless we top deck Nightmare exactly right now, it's just impossible to win. You like Zero Typhoid Mary into Infinite? No. You like Starbrand into... No. I mean, like, Zero Ebony Maw is kind of interesting. You could just throw them the Ebony Maw. I'm never really that big of a fan of this play, though, to be honest. Because it's like, I gotta go back and beat that still, you know? That's the hard part. Oh, maybe they were gonna, like, Misery or something, though. Hold up. But I'm like a 10-point deficit now. This is exactly what I mean. Is like, it's really hard to beat that. Bro, this Iceman, are you serious, dude? This is why you should retreat, guys. Jeez Louise, what am I drawing here? It's gonna be Nightmare, freshly back to his small self. So it's like, you know, how do I win 10 points? What do I even put there? I literally can't even play anything in my hand right now because of this Iceman, dude. Oh my god, a -7 Nightmare. We could actually destroy this via Geno. No, it's silenced because of Zero. God dang it, dude. No. Oh man, it's silenced, guys. It doesn't do anything. Oh my god, dude. Of course, we were planning to play a 4-drop here, not a Nightmare. Oh my god, dude. Well, I mean, obviously I can't win the game like this. I don't think we could have won anyway, but dude, screw this guy. My whole hand is gonna cost 6. I mean, at some point that doesn't even matter, I guess. But still kind of funny. All right, so I guess you go Red Skull. Typhoid Mary is probably better realistically against all this small stuff. Can I flip right? Can I play, like, I don't know, Starbrand into Sauron next turn and flip right and somehow Typhoid Mary holds? Like, there's no way, right? There's just no way. There's 0 chance they let a Typhoid Mary sit and win the game. I'm gonna let them play this out. I mean, I may retreat if it's clearly, obviously, I don't want to lose 4. Well, I actually don't care about my cubes. It's the end of the season anyway. Who cares? I don't give a butt about my rank. So, Silver Sable is actually just. I guess I can't top deck a Sauron that's impactful anyway because it's gonna have a chill -8 on it. There's no world where this game is winnable. I guess is there? Oh my god, he's gonna run out of targets, dude. He's gonna say no target. He's actually out of targets. That's so brutal. No target. No target. No target. I mean, if you got a Shang-Chi, would this game be winnable? Still not. Oh, I actually drew the Sauron. Screw you, dude. Screw you, dude. Does this win even? No, right? It's 9. Oh no, actually it does. Actually, Red Skull's still big enough, right? It's 9 to 11. So if somehow they just weren't able to beat a Typhoid Mary, if they just somehow magically didn't have 5 points, this would be a winnable game, right? If magically. It's like weirdly close. It's honestly like closer than it has any right to be, that I only lost by 6 given how one-sided this game was, right? Oh, that's funny. Hey, Sauron early. Bar with no name. The old Nightmare would have won us that, dude. We would have won with that. Ah, man, new Nightmare can't win that. That's the one time the buff is a nerf. At Snap Variants. I wonder if that's on Twitter. Snap Variants. Let's see. There it is. Oh, yeah, I've seen this account. Yeah, at Snap Variants. 3,500 followers. They just share Snap Variants. Which, for me, of course, not something I'm super into. I mean, I respect good art, though. So that is a pretty sick looking variant. Guys, go follow Snap Variants on Twitter. Or X, as some people call it. Actually seems like a pretty, oh, they're not particularly active, I guess. Maybe they're not posting a lot, but if you want to look back, February was their last, but if you want to see some old school Snap Variants, that might be the place to go, man. So Nightmare is very, very good. This is a great hand. Typhoid, Red Skulls hit, super hit, and then you got like a turn 6 that's decent. Maybe hit like Starbrand, Lizard, 0 for the final turn or whatever. Could be pretty good. I'm not that worried about Eternity Range, am I? I don't need that much space to work well in my deck, so I don't think so. What's the best Red Skull hit? Like, I don't even know. Is there any good ones? I was thinking about like Sandman, maybe Gilgamesh. Not very good. I mean, better with Wakanda, but still not very good. It's like I mean, Arrow. Thinking about like Big Five. I guess Iron Man. Oh, what am I saying? Literally Iron Man. Hey, it's a mirror match. Ronin's actually pretty legit. Sunspot's pretty cool. Wong Star-Lord. Okay. That's actually pretty sick. Dude, this Ronin, bro. This Red Skull, bro. He's a monster. That's great for tiebreakers. In a game like Bar with No Name, that's cool. Now, we got to be careful with Martyr. We can't play this. She'll actually jump over to Bar with No Name and screw us. So we got to be careful. That's something we absolutely cannot afford. I mean, it's fine. We don't anticipate needing to play that, but... so this is our Wong. So we want to play Lizard mid. So we probably want to put Red Skull right. That would hopefully hold right, and then everything else goes mid, maybe. Sunspot, I mean, worst case, we could float a few energy on that final turn. Just play 3 and float 3. He's a 1/8, and we got a potentially, you know, what, 14 power card here. Starbrand for the opponent. It's an Ironheart, but they only buffed 1 target for some reason. Oh, I guess they didn't want this to screw them up, you know. Well, either way, good Red Skull. Ebony Maw's fantastic for the final turn as well. I mean, I can't imagine them emptying their hand that much, but you don't, you know, even if this guy gets +6, you're not mad. He's already got +2, so 3 cards in hand would be fine. I suspect not everybody's Nightmare deck is quite as low curved as mine, you know, like I think a lot of these are probably running like more Sauron stuff, like an Enchantress, etc. But I just remember playing this card last time, how good the low curve hits are, you know, being able to dump this, like this exact hand late, you know, you wish Martyr was transformed, I guess, but you get the idea, right? Like dumping oh, also, if we draw a Maximus, it actually buffs our Red Skull. Oh my God, you know how sick that would be? Oh my God, is that a real Maximus? No, it's a Spider-Man. Oh, they took a 50-50 and missed. Oh, that's tough for them. Oh no, they're geniuses. It was 2 50-50s, but they're actual gods. They're actual gods. So we're ahead by 6, so we're tied basically on board right now with Lizard being played. Star-Lord has to match and then exceed. That's the problem, is you gotta like match and exceed. Oh crap. And Martyr for me, as we know, is just dead. She's useless. She does nothing. She hurts in tiebreakers. Oh, dude, like Ebony Maw also has to match and exceed. Oh God, dude, 3 cards in hand. Like, dude, this got too small. Hear me out. I'm gonna say they play a small guy here and a big guy here. If I'm them, I'm doubling down right. Anything here, dude, it's crazy. They got multiple move cards. That was a sick turn, dude. Maximus could have taken me right and we would have been fine. They took a 50-50 on the Typhoid Mary. I thought maybe they were gonna like deposit the Typhoid Mary, you know. But then the freaking Ghost Spider bailed them out anyway, so the real 50-50 was just on positioning. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say they're going all right because it's like their control. Oh, really? I wonder what was in hand. Maybe something that screwed them left, like a, you know, Infinite Doctor Doom or something, or maybe like, oh, dude, I don't know. All right, guys, we have both Sauron and Nightmare. It's like literal dream come true opening hand. No, I like Nightmare better, right? Yeah, we just sit. Like, we'll have time to weave these in. I mean, we don't have to, like, let's draw Infinite, though. Martyr's kind of cool, too, I guess. Yeah, that's really good for Red Skull. Let's do this. What is this? Bro. Incredibly rude. Blue Marvel's fun. Deadpool's not particularly fun. And they didn't even snap on it, so it's annoying. Yeah, Nightmare's back to his old self. In Necrotia, he reverts himself. I got two things that want to get destroyed, but no way to destroy them. I mean, Martyr's really good mid, I guess, right? Just to kind of condense some numbers down here. Do we maybe, though, want to do that on things that don't go into Shang-Chi range, perhaps? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, we got to win two other spots, but if they have Galactus, we just lose, right? It's so silly. We just lose to Galactus 100%. I can't. I mean, if I had some way to, like, Tribunal or something, maybe we could stop that, but sadly, I can't. I mean, we'll play it out as if they don't. I mean, I just feel like they're building towards Galactus, though, right? What else are you doing here? Nihilus. That kind of makes me think less about Galactus. But aren't they just, like, baiting me into a Galactus here, dude? Like, aren't they just going to win with Galactus, right? I mean, they haven't snapped, so I don't care. I'll definitely take a risk. It is literally just Galactus, right? Yeah, how sad, dude. How sad, dude. Like, we knew it, but there's just nothing we could do. So sad. Pretty good Nightmare game. Not like crazy hits, but, you know, just having the 2-for-1 where everybody's silenced is otherwise great. It just kind of, you know, these games happen. Look, oh, dude, Galactus made him 14 power. Look, I've won games like this. I can't be too salty about it. I've done the same. I think we would have straight up beat a Great Goblin, though, of course. Great Goblin, Green Goblin, anyway. I guess I'll fist bump you. I don't know if I feel good about it, though. I don't know if I feel good about it. Oh, okay. Sauron affects deck now. Yeah, okay. So these guys are not getting helped out. We need the Nightmare to fill in here. Honestly, Lizard can kind of also just go wherever, I think. Do we play Starbrand yet? We don't have any Enchantress for a post-play fix on Starbrands. I don't think so. I cut Enchantress from some of the lists I saw. I wanted to squeeze in more early cost cards. I think early cost cards in particular are underrated with Nightmare. I think a lot of people just toss Nightmare into a Sauron deck and hope for the best, but I think, you know, a 2/6 with upside, a Martyr with upside, some of these are just really, really good cards. Unfortunately, Lizard London's not great because Lizard is probably going to get caught out there. I think we can toss in a Crossbones, though. He's big enough as is. Just stands as a good card. Once in future, your Surge. Interesting. Yeah, still a net gain on the short end, I guess. The quick end. 0 Starbrand we can probably do. We are like really in on this London already, though, man. Like, I'm not really giving myself any room to play like a, you know, crazy big Red Skull or Infinite or something. But honestly, on that note, I could maybe just pass on turn 5 here and just say, hey, is Infinite gonna be enough? You know, these are certainly no good until Nightmare hits. I mean, we draw Nightmare, like, yeah, we'll do that instead. That's fine, but not that likely. Double Sarah plus Elysium. Oh, they turned off the Elysium. Okay. Bonus energy for us at least. Nightmare. Is Nightmare even good here? Oh my god, it's yeah, we're just gonna pass. Is there any world on Earth where the opponent somehow nets priority here? It seems crazy unlikely unless they just already play a Shang-Chi. So in other words, we are going to be super screwed to Shang-Chi. With Double Sarah, they definitely seem like the kind of deck that could have a Shang-Chi as well, obviously. Double Gwynpool and Grandmaster. Oh my god, if this Grandmaster rolls left, dude, forget it. Forget it. Okay, thank god they didn't get another buff. I mean, I think we're probably screwed anyway, right? These buffs, assuming they're like sufficiently stacked on any one guy, are probably just too much, aren't they? We can toss in a Martyr. I mean, she will move, but it's still free points. I mean, yeah, let's see if there's Shang-Chi, right? If there's no Shang-Chi, if they're just going off Gwynpool power, maybe, but you know, they could easily have plus 18 on one guy. Not easily. They could, They could have plus 18. Hopefully every guy got kind of like plus 4 and they just don't have enough. And there's no Shang-Chi as the #1 check, obviously. Shang-Chi's just brutally murdered us. Always. Polymorph is chill. That's okay. Cosmic Ghost Rider is actually good for us. Okay. Enchantress is also good for us. Yeah, no problem at all, dude. Yeah, Infinite holds. Okay. Yeah, we just got buffed, dude. Lizard hooking us up. Cool. Nice, nice. They were kind of close-ish mid. If this had been a typical 3-drop, would it have been better? Nah, not really. 5's pretty good. Oh god, sorry. Oh god, Sauron. Sorry, buddy. Oh god, Sauron. I was looking at something, man. Sorry, Sauron. I love you on turn 1, Sauron. Yeah, 0 on 2. I mean, kind of nice for Raph, but if you hit Nightmare, you're sad. Only a Starbrand top deck makes me excited about 0 now, because any of these other ones I can still play next turn, no problem. Exactly, Starbrand would be the reason to play 0. So what's the point? Let's just wait. You know, if you get Lizard or Maximus or whatever, you just go anyway on 3. You're not wasting anything. I'm not gonna play for a 1 out of 7. Nico Demon on a 0. Ooh, a mirror match here maybe. 0 stuff's cool. That makes Raft a little harder to pull off, but we could still do it. You know, just put a Typhoid Mary in there if they don't finish it this turn. That would actually be kind of nice. You could isolate the Typhoid Mary a little bit. Ooh, they didn't play it all nice. Okay, so we're at least gonna tie Raft, and usually I suspect we'd win Raft here. Starbrand over Mary? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Red Skull would be pretty good mid, maybe. Ooh, Conchu sucks. No discards. Cole Obsidian for the opponent. Yeah, I ran Crossbones instead of Cole, but I think both are reasonable. I do have 4 1-drops in the deck. Maybe I do like Cole. I think when I first started building the list, I was like, oh, I don't have the right pieces for Cole. But looking at it now, maybe I really did the whole time. I think Red Skull isolated mid's pretty chill, and then you just finish on some combo of all this stuff. Hopefully you have Crossbones plays instead of, or maybe Maximus plays. I guess we have a good Ebony Maw top deck too. A few things we don't hate. Merlin, wow, I like getting a look at their list, by the way. It's fun. It's fun getting to compare, right? Ooh, that's pretty good. I guess Maw is just better for us usually than, that don't really help there, does it? What are they most likely to play? Like a Red Skull plus a Merlin card. If you play a Red Skull, do you play it here? Flip this. You'd have 5 and 16, 21. But I could play this and still flip a Red Skull back. This flips here and this flips here. Yeah. I think technically this covers pretty well across the field, but you're a little nervous. They played a lot more cards than I was hoping to see, so that makes me scared. Misery is a flip there. That's good left. 17 to 16, is that right? Oh no, oh no, it's 15. Oh no, she got turned into a demon. Oh, actually not that bad. Okay. Oh no, this was not a great development. No. Misery turning into a demon, lost them left. That did nothing mid, and we just flipped right. Yeah, tough game for the opponent, I guess. We only netted a free 0-5. It wasn't a huge advantage, but it was enough to go 3 across anyway, I guess. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Martyr, let's wait. I mean, I don't actually hate 0 Maximus, for the record. You can play Fastos on 3. Hopefully by the time you get to turn 4, you have other things going on. Maybe just get some early tempo here. It doesn't disrupt, either Sauron or Nightmare, because you could weave in a Martyr if you draw Sauron. Like, sometimes you don't want to do the 0 thing early because Sauron gets in your way a little bit, but on that note, are we actually better off just silencing Martyr instead of Maximus? I mean, Ham's really good against everything except Fastos here. Don't hit Fastos, Ham. Don't hit Fastos. Nice. Do we still play Fastos on 3, or do we just rip Pig? Kind of just want to rip the Pig, to be honest, man. We could go Typhoid mid. Like, we don't have, anything crazy yet. I like running these cheap cards though, because even a late Nightmare becomes kind of good sometimes. You know, if Martyr hits Rocket Raccoon, you've still got something happening. Crossbones. Oh no. I kind of have to trust 16, right? You go like Nightmare Lizard mid. Like 26 just seems like overkill, doesn't it? I don't know. I can probably put power in there next turn anyway, I think. But they might just abandon. 16 is so big, they might abandon it. Cosmo, okay. Protects against Shang-Chi, I guess. I don't expect them to have that, but technically. You ever go Crossbones here? Just because, again, you trust 16 and now you've got, like, you know, 18 here or whatever. You can throw a Martyr in, but it doesn't do anything, right? I guess Martyr here is also free. I don't know what our final turn looks like, though. I don't have any good draws. I mean, maybe kind of Red Skull. It's probably going to be a Fastos plus a something. Sarah, okay. It's kind of a good grab, but you're way behind mid and you're locked out right. We just try to trust these guys. It's honestly not a lot of power. Lizard could technically be 0. And Fastos is only 2. Shoot, dude. Shoot, dude. And we have a 10-point lead, so... But if they play 2 cards, I'm only adding 2 points. 12 power. Shoot, dude. Shoot, dude. I don't feel good about this. If they play 1 card, you know, it's notably stronger. Or they just play, like, a 6-drop. They might have big cards for Blink, but you have to imagine that Sarah is also for something. Cosmo will stop any Shang-Chi, so that's good news. My 3 favorite cards are in the deck, dude. No, they're probably the 3 best cards in this deck to work together. I mean, Infinaut's pretty good with Nightmare too, but Red Skull in particular, great for both of those. Just chilling. Well, they only played 1 card, so that's good news. It is an Iron Man, but a Mystique. That's no problem. Yeah. They couldn't play Mystique mid because of Cosmo, so they were a little cooked. They would have probably definitely gone, well, I don't know. I mean, they had to, 16 just loses to 18, so I don't know.